Hi everybody, welcome. This is a Lightsworn deck profile for the ban list April 2014. This does use cards from the new Lightsworn structure deck that came out like a week ago from the time I'm making this video. And the deck is extremely popular, so if you want to go and join in and do the bandwagon thing, then yeah. Here's the deck profile. So, we start off with 3 Judgement Dragon because this card is amazing. No reason why you wouldn't run 3. It is kind of the main card of the deck. For the most part. That could be argued a little bit. But, yeah. Pretty much, when it's out on the field, for a small cost of 1,000 life points, you just kill everything. Everything on the field dies except Judgement Dragon. And then, like all Lightsworns, he just mills a few on the end phase. And you just special summon him easily in your hand by having Lightsworns in the grave, which is not difficult. And this deck does run this deck does have a chance to deck out really easily. But that's why you have the Synchro who can actually return Lightsworns to the deck, which can be really helpful. But that's also why this a 44 card deck. I mean, can't get much weirder than this. But yeah, it deck still works out really well. Even it has the chance of decking out. Does not mean it's going to do that, and it does not do it often. Next we have Raiden. This card has been. Some people play it, some people don't. I like it at 30 actually because it's a tuner, meaning you can make your synchro plays with it, and I mean it does gain a little bit of attack to 1900, or it can go to 1900 through its own effect, or it can go to 2100 through its own effect, which can help a little bit. So, I mean, and it still does the milling thing. So, I kind of like it because it's a tuner, and it is still summonable by Lumina. So, you can summon Lumina, activate your effect to get back Raiden, and then make a level 7 synchro play, which, if you do follow my extra deck, if you don't, then you have whatever rank 7 you choose to have. I mean, I keep saying rank. Whatever level 7 you choose to have. But, yeah. So, Lumina's effect. You discard a card and special summon the Lightsworn level 4 low from your grave. Which is really good, because it's like all your Lightsworns except Judgement Dragon. So then we have Minerva, who I play 2 of, because, again, it's a tuner. This one's 1 level lower, so you can say do Lumina and then get Minerva, and then go for level 6. If you choose to, like, what you can see here that I don't have any level 6s. It's just Michael, which is 7, and then Black Rose, which is 7, which can be made from Raiden and Lumina, and then there's Scrap Dragon. Actually, I'll just go over this later. Whatever. But Minerva with Lumina. If you choose to use a level 6 synchro, then you can do that. I don't, because the extra deck I think is good already. But her own effect is why I play her. When you normal summon her, you pretty much add Judgement Dragon to your hand, depending on the amount of Lightsworns you have, but that shouldn't be a problem. You should easily be able to get Judgement Dragon in your hand. Again, and then she also mills stuff, so I only run 2 of her though because it doesn't always work. And you can actually also grab Lightray Diablos, which I'll explain why that's being played in here too later. So we have Wulf. People don't normally play 2 of this. I like 2 because, I mean, you mill, and my voice just jumped. Okay, you mill cards, and then you mill Wulf, and then you special summon Wulf. I mean, it's a good card. You're milling through stuff anyway, so you special summon Wulf, boom. There, it's great. Like, for example, Raiden, because he's a tuner, you activate his effect, you mill 2, then, let's say it was Wulf on the top, he gets plus 200 attack, which probably won't matter right now, but then you have a Wulf on the field, which just off of Raiden, you now have a second card in the grave, and then 2 level 4s, which you can synchro for a level 8. Then we have Lyla, because back row is not always a huge issue, but occasionally can be, and she can get rid of it, and mills everything, just like everything else it mills. But this is actually, I kind of like it for the fact it changes itself to defense position, even though most people, I mean, that's not the main reason why it's played, but it still is good that way, because you can, if you have nothing else to do, you can normal summon Lyla, change her to defense, destroy a spell trap card. Now you have a defensive card at least to save you a little bit of life points if something happens, and you got rid of spell trap card, and she mills. Starts off stuff. Next we have Garoth, the Lightsworn Warrior. Garoth, I only play one of him because his effect is good, but he wouldn't get out. He doesn't get out. With 3, he doesn't get out that often. Even at 1, he gets out less, but when you do, what he pretty much does is draws you a bunch of cards. Except it's not even that much. Sorry, it's like hard to explain. Garoth, his effect sends 2 cards off your deck to the grave, just like Raiden. But then you draw a card for each of the Lightsworn that was there. But that's every single time a card sent from the deck to the grave. So he can deck you out, actually. So, say you got Raiden and Garoth, why not? Raiden sends 2, then for each 2 sent, for every 1 sent, that's not Garoth, which won't be when you're playing one of him, then you send 2 more. So you send 2 off Raiden, then 4 off Garoth, and then out of the 4 Garoth sent, if any one of those are Lightsworns, you draw a card for each. So he draws you cards, adds stuff to your hand, which can be helpful, but thins your deck a lot faster. You can mess around with how many you want to play, but I think one's great. And I'm going really slow, so I'm going to kind of speed up here. Aurkus, he protects your Lightsworns pretty much, that's it. Yeah, you summon him, he protects stuff from being killed by card effects, which can help if there's back row. Then we have Ryko. Used to be better. Not really that amazing. You can set him as a first turn play if you can't do anything else. Just flip him when he's attacking, you get a flip effect, or just flip him on your turn. Destroy a card in the field. Mill 3. Easy. Then we have Ehren. Ehren's good because it gets rid of certain cards, like, actually, for example, if you're playing Ghostricks, this just can kill them because you can just return a card to the deck that it attacks. But anything that's trying to play defensive, you can just kind of get rid of it. So, and then, yeah, I was trying to give another example, but that's pretty much it. Then we have Lightray Diablos, the other light dragon. The reason this is played is because it can be special summoned really easily, because 5 or more light monsters with different names, you can do that easily because it's your Lightsworns. And then you can banish a light from your graveyard, and then target a set card your opponent has and send it to the top bottom of the deck. So it doesn't even have to destroy a spell trap card, it can send it away. Which could be better or worse, depends on how you think of it. Also, because you can banish a light monster, you can also banish Eclipse Wyvern. This is Lightsworn Rulers, so Eclipse Wyvern is really helpful because there's so many ways to banish it. Lightray Diablos being one of them. Eclipse Wyvern can also bring back your JDs. So really good. Then we have the Dragon Rulers. I only play these 3 because Redox, all he is defense, really. These guys are better for attacking. I mean, it just, you can really play any 3 you feel like. I just like these 3. You banish dragons, special summon them. Wyvern to be one of them normally, because then Wyvern would get his effect and add something like JD to your hand. Honest, because like everything is light in here, pretty much, except Kuribandit and Necro Gardna. But it can steal games. Like, say you just have a Ryko in attack position for whatever reason. They attack for game, honest, and then somehow you make it game if they had 200 life points left. But it would, and Ryko would probably not be able to be killed then for the rest of the turn. It's just an example, but full light deck, why not honest? Kuribandit, mill stuff, better for early game, add spell trap card, add the spell cards instead of them getting milled. Yeah, not the best, but you can play more or less, up to you. Necro Gardna, because, well, who cares about trap cards? You just, yeah. No need for Mirror Force because it gets banished. It gets sent to the graveyard and stuff. You banish this guy and you can stop an attack. Then we have Charge Light Brigade because it's limited to 1. Adds any Lightsworn level 4 lower to your hand that you want. And mills. So, better than Reinforcement in your army. For warrior decks, at least. But then we have Solar Recharge. Draw 2, discard 2. And a Lightsworn. Add stuff to your grave, really helpful. Monster Reincarnation, discard 1, add 1. If you have like a Judgement Dragon in the grave, you can just discard the card and then add it back to your hand. Soul Charge, because if you do get to use this card, then it's amazing. You can't Soul Charge Judgement Dragon, but there's so much other stuff you can Soul Charge and like get to Judgement Dragon. In fact, you can just actually Soul Charge a single card like Lumina. It's like a Monster Reborn, and then you have Lumina's effect, and you don't have to pay that much life points. Force Burial because, well, send any card of your choice to the grave. Why would that not be good? Breakthrough Skill because it works in the grave, and it stops effects. So, why not? Then we have Skill Prisoner. Saw somebody else using this, and thought it was a good card because it works like Breakthrough Skill, can be activated from the grave. This can pretty much just protect any one of your monsters when this card gets sent to the grave. So just say you have a JD in the field, just like you summon JD and then something mills and then Skill Prisoner, protect the Judgement Dragon. Yeah, easily. You could switch out to using like 3 Breakthrough Skill, 3 Skill Prisoner. Either way, they work in the grave, so that's really nice. Then we have the extra deck. For level 3, rank 3s. Now I'm saying level when it's like C's, and it said rank when it was Cinco. Rank 3s. Ghostrick Alucard gets her set stuff. Then we have Leviair. Bring back some banished things if you had to like banish some for Lightray Diablos, like something else you wanted. Or you can actually return Eclipse Wyvern to the grave. Or special summon it and it can die again. But yeah. For level 4s we have Exciton Knight because it's like Judgement Dragon, can just destroy stuff. Lavalval Chain because you can add something on top of your deck if that's what you feel like doing. But most of the time you send something, another like Foolish Burial kind of effect. Silent Honor 101 because why not? Steal and special summon monster. Really good. Level 7s. Rank 7s, gosh darn. So, for level 7s, you have the 3 Dragon Rulers. Then you have your Lightray Diablos. And then there is Black Rose, Michael if you felt like it. There's many ways you can make them, even though they're not always made that often because, Judgement Dragon itself is just fantastic, so why anything else? But yeah, Big Eye, steal stuff, Dracossack, blow stuff up, protect himself. You know what they do. You should know what they do. Felgrand, great card, not going to happen often because that requires overlaying 2 of your Synchros or 2 Judgement Dragon. That's level 8, right? I would feel terrible if I'm wrong right now. That's 8. Okay, yeah. So, otherwise, I was gonna say, you probably wouldn't even be using Felgrand if that's level 8. So yeah, Felgrand's good. Not gonna happen often. You should know what he does. Just negates effects, blah blah blah. Now we have Michael, because this is also a really great card in the deck. You pay 1,000 like Judgement Dragon's effect, banish a card on the field. Doesn't blow up the field, but then you can just remove from play any card you don't want to be doing anything. And then if it dies in any way, well, it has to be destroyed, it can't be sent. Only sent, at least. But you just destroy, as long as it's destroyed, you return any number of Lightsworns you want, preferably all of them. Well, most of the time all of them. I don't see a reason why not to do all of them. And then you gain 300 life points to everyone shuffled back, which can bring you back from the game, like bring you back into the game. Like you're about to lose, this can save you big time. And then he just mills stuff like normal. And then, yeah, getting everything back also stops you from decking out really easily. Black Rose could blow stuff up again. This deck seems to like blowing stuff up because we got the Exciton, Judgement Dragon. Yeah. Scrap Dragon because it gets rid of stuff and it's good. Crimson Blair, stop special summoning level 5 or higher for going against other decks like this or other decks like Mythic Rulers or anything else that's playing level 5 or higher. It's just a good card. Stardust because protects things and returns to the field, so yeah. And Star Eater because he can make it, and if you can make Star Eater, why not play Star Eater? Fantastic card. Now we have the quote-unquote side deck down here, which is just cards that I am not playing, and I'm going to explain why. Doesn't mean I recommend playing these, except Mistworm. It's up to you. He can be made. Not going to happen, like, ever. That's why I'm saying. If you feel like playing him, go ahead and play him, but he's never going to be made, pretty much. So then we have all the extra Lightsworm related stuff that I'm going to explain why we're not playing. Jane. It gains attack and gets over stuff, so this could actually be an actual side deck card, but it doesn't help with the deck itself that much. It's mostly just like get over, I don't know, Thunder King Ryo. It can be side deck. I don't like it that much. Celestia. Celestia would be good in a deck that, I don't know, probably plays Lightsworn Sanctuary because it is level 5. Your tribute, somebody with a Lightsworn that gets effects. It's okay. Not as great as the rest of the deck. Then we have Gragonith because he's not in the deck because he's kind of just terrible. All he does is pierce. Well, he does gain attack for each Lightsworn, but all he does is pierce, and we don't need him that much. We got JD to blow stuff up. Then we got Felice, because this is actually an OCG only card, and that's why it's not played. Also, because it has the effect of Wulf when you special summon it. It's weaker than Wulf though, even though if you don't care about Wulf's attack being good, then you can use this. If you're playing this in real life, then unfortunately you won't be able to get this if you're playing TCG. Well, you will, but it won't be the right language. This can kill itself and then kill one that your opponent has. So, also pretty decent effect. But this isn't really in there because it's more of an OCG only card, and Wulf has a nice attack anyways, and you wouldn't be using her effect that much. Then we have Genus, because this on the field, its effects only happen during the end phase when Lightsworns are sent. It heals you, but we really don't need that much with Michael. It's just not that good of a card. Shire, why would you even play this card? It's just it's weak already, and then gains a little teeny bit of attack. Stupid. Flip effect monster, other than Ryko. This one just returns one from your graveyard to your deck and you draw. Not that good. I mean, you can return a Judgement Dragon, but honestly, it's just not a great card. Lightsworn Sanctuary, it does protect your monsters a little bit. It doesn't, well, no, it more like, it helps. But it's not that great. It involves counters on the card and protecting stuff by removing the counters, and it makes the deck slower pretty much. Then we have Lightsworn Saber. It's just dumb. I mean, if it does get sent to the grave from a card effect, then equip it to a Lightsworn you have. So, but getting 700 attack, just a waste of space, honestly. Lightsworn Barrier. Mill stuff to protect a monster, not that great. I mean, if you somehow make this deck so extremely consistent and Judgement Dragon will come out first turn every time, then I don't know, maybe go ahead and use Lightsworn Barrier. But otherwise, not really. And I already explained Misform. So, this was the Lightsworn Ruler deck profile. I'm sorry if this took forever, but thank you all for watching. Hit the like button if you want to see more deck profiles and other stuff. And yeah, thanks again for watching, and have a great day. Bye.